Why should you hire Suki Steele as your lawyer? Because she's the best. You hate all men? Want all men in prison? Well, she can do that. What about women, you ask? Well, I'm on the fence with them, so them too. Suki Steele, I'm your man. Pay me money, and I'll put you in prison.
What? Like it's hard?
I am Suki Steele. And now the court case of the prosecution versus all men. Thank you, Honourable Judge. Now, I'm just a simple country lawyer. I am just a simple country lawyer. But today I am going to prove to you beyond all reasonable doubt that we should kill all men. And they ain't got nobody to blame but themselves and every man on Don't Tell the Bride. The second thing I'm going to prove to you is that why on earth are the women staying? I'm so confused. I have tried to find medicine, psychological, any sort of evidence to show why these women should stay with these men, and there is none. So we'll circle back to that one. Before we begin, I will give you a quick backstory on what is Don't Tell the Bride and why it brought about the downfall of all men. Some would argue that men should have been killed way before this documentation, but I digress. Don't Tell the Bride is a reality television show. Oh my god, the accent. Don't Tell the Bride is this reality TV show. Please stop playing with the toy. Don't get a cat. Where production gives the husband $14,000 to plan the perfect wedding for a bride. The only catch being he can't tell the bride. And he has to budget that $14,000 out between venue, food, stag do, hen do, bridesmaids dresses, bride's dress, and so on and so forth. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you are going to ask me, why would this bring about the fall of all men? And I honestly think, had they thought it through, no men would need to die here, today, on this, the day, Tuesday I assume. But the men took it too far. They have no one but themselves to blame for today because they usually spend the money on something so fucking stupid. I want to die. And ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will want to die too after this video. Alright, so without further ado, here is evidence that the husband, or matrius, to use the Latin term, hating the wife. Uxorum, to use the Latin term. We have smarts here. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you watch here, or here per se, because I like to think this is my better side, we'll notice from footage of the show that it follows a certain pattern of behavior, behavior if you would. The bride will tell the groom almost exactly what she wants, sometimes going to the venue of her dream wedding.
Grade 1 listed Sledmere House is top of Rebecca's wish list. She's keen to show it off to Mum Valerie and bridesmaids Maz and Sam.
Pretty standard stuff. Oh my god, do you have to take a poo in the middle of my courtroom? The groom, of course, decides I'm not going to do any of this.
It's stunning, it's every girl's dream location.
But in Spain, and 40 minutes away from his dream location, Carl's in touristy Torremolinos.
Which wouldn't necessarily be bad, except for the extra added step he goes out of his way to make sure she will hate the wedding. We find evidence of this in such episodes as the banana boat wedding.
Hello.
You go in the boat?
Yes.
Are you going in the parasailing?
What does that mean?
You're on like a parachute behind the boat.
Parachutes in the boat, yeah.
The pig wedding, where he calls her his little piggy, which she doesn't like, let the record show. She does not like being called a pig. Can't imagine one would.
And all along, don't want my wedding to be a joke. This is what it is, so just want to get it done, over with.
I could stop here and win the case, I think. But then this would be a very short video. The Beauty and the Beast wedding, which by itself would have been fine, except for the fact that he has an angry mob. And at Let the Record Show, he has an angry mob chase his bride and her mom down the aisle towards a bouncy castle. Big gum Disney energy, big gum Disney energy. Who could forget the ziplining wedding of the woman that was afraid of heights? The obstacle course wedding, which I could do an entire video on. The epic prank lol wedding. Ibiza wedding. And finally, Australia wedding. I would like to put it forward to the jury, have any of these men been to a wedding in real life? They don't always have to be themed. Is there something about Great Britain that means that you need a themed wedding? Show me that law. Because I, in my extensive years of studying law, never came across it. Show me that law. Your Honour, objection sustained. And I am but a simple country lawyer. I could forgive a theme if the theme wasn't completely revolved around the man and making him look cool. The evidence, the pig wedding. He just wants to break a world record of pigs that they can chase down a road. The bride doesn't even get out of the car. She just has to sit in the car. Who the fuck would want to sit and watch pigs being reared up a hill on a wedding day? Even as a simple country lawyer, I cannot objection sustain such a thing. Wedding in the Sky episode. He just wants to be the first wedding in the sky in England. That's so fucking sad. Don't even get me started about the prank wedding, except that I'm a lawyer and I must discuss the prank wedding. The prank wedding, he just wants to make an epic prank. Does he have a YouTube channel? Link me. Collab?
Sorry, who are you?
We've been stitched up, man.
I'm so sorry. Why are you here? I'm so sorry.
Guys, I've got the wrong email. This is for next week's show.
You've got the wrong place. Are you for real? Steve, don't worry about it, mate. We'll sort this out. It's all right.
Well, I've seen you now.
You could forgive an odd prank at a wedding, an odd, here's the ring, oh, we forgot the rings, here's the rings, lol. That's as much as you can do. You go more than that and it's actually illegal. Why we're all here. It's psychopathic is what it is. And I heard from a very reputable source that 1 in 25 people are psychopaths, so take that at face value. The boxing wedding, Your Honour, is self-explanatory. He's not Conor McGregor. I'm not looking at Conor McGregor. And the Australian wedding, he's Australian. It's him. It's him that's Australian. It's nothing to do with her. Is she been to Australia? I would like show me the evidence. Has she been to Australia? Has the defense presented sufficient evidence that she's been to Australia? If so, then if so fits, then acquits. And even that could be forgiven if you are a simple country lawyer. By some people, not by me. If you did that on my wedding day, we would not be getting married. I don't know what would happen to you, but not getting married would be the least of your worries. But ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is the lack of thought, of human decency for the bride and her wedding day, excuse me, Your Honour, objection sustained, that is the nail, the theoretical, the nail in the coffin of all men, making planning said stupidly themed wedding unforgivable in the eyes of the court. Brings me to my next piece of evidence, Your Honour. the hen do. If it pleases the court, I would like to do a hen do stag do comparison, just to show they must hate their brides. There's no other logical answer. At the end of this, you will be perceived to be true that there is no other answer but that all men should die. This is just fucking unforgivable. How much do you hate her? Is this where the budget has gone, Your Honor? Because it wasn't here. It wasn't here with the big giant surprise of, I assume, 8 shots of Jaeger that she doesn't even like. She doesn't even like Jaeger. She can't drink these, Your Honor. No thought has gone into this. Organising a camping trip. Some thought put into it. I'll admit to you, that's man's thoughtificus. But where's the execution? Where's the ride home? You left them in the woods to die from exposure. Your Honor, that is manslaughter at least. Or conspiring to kill. Royalty as well, look at this queen. Here we see admission of guilt. This groom is scared that the bride will call him on his stag do night and he's off in another country while she's at a local piss-up. And when that call comes and they find out, look at the psychological damages. She'll never live a normal life after this. Look at that face. You're still not convinced at this point? Maybe we should do a trial on you. We should take a look at the next piece of evidence then. What he decides to put her in on the big day, the big show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give it to him. I'm a simple country lawyer. I'll give a guy, he tried. A couple of them do try. But some genuinely could care less. Chair, but make it electric. And some, Your Honor, and ladies and gentlemen of the jury, seem to hate their bride with the intensity of the entire sun. None is more proven than the obstacle course wedding. What is this? I would not show up at this I'd call the police. Hands would be thrown, Your Honor. Bam bam. Your Honor, I would like to call that groom to the stand. Why have you done this? Do the producers have a gun to your head? Because I don't see any other reason why you'd do this. Who hurt you? Who hurt you in secondary school? The harness, Your Honor. A harness on her wedding day. And that scuba suit is damning. Thank God she has a sense of humor. Thank God. You're looking for the death penalty. I do not see rehabilitation being an option with this one. I just don't, Your Honor, and ladies and gentlemen, the jury. And if you don't care for the brides, well, that's sick, because that's not what this court system has been built on. Love our brides here. But if you don't, think of the bridesmaids. Because no one gets out of this sick freak show alive. Should be illegal. Jail for him. No kiss for him. His lips are so small. And Your Honor, I could forgive a fashion mistake. I am not a member of the fashion police. But the grooms also give them such abuse for just voicing concern that it looks gross, that they don't feel comfortable in it. Imagine today you didn't feel comfortable in what you're wearing. And I very much like what you're wearing. I like your pajamas. Those are cute if you worn them the same day, 3 days in a row. I love that. I love that for you. We have created amazing vibes here in this courtroom. And a lot of the times, bridesmaids are just voicing their concern for the feelings of the bride. Look at that. That's empathy, Your Honor.
Angry. Because I just know how Jazz is going to feel when she sees that tackiness on her wedding day. It's just wrong.
That is empathy, folks. That's what it is.
It's Kelly. We've got a bit of a problem with the dresses. They just do not fit. We've both been in tears. We've tried and we've tried and we've tried.
That's caring for someone. Not this.
Anything goes wrong now at the wedding, I'm going to blame the bridesmaids.
Not this.
This was supposed to be my day to just get all the nice little touches. It's ruined my day.
Never this. I would cry. I would actually cry. I'm crying. I cried when I saw this for the first time. Your Honor, give me a second and I'll make actual tears. I want you to close your eyes. Keep that dress in your mind. Imagine wearing that now. Open your eyes. That's what these people had to go through. Please keep that in mind when you're voting later. But, look. It's the little things that count, right? In relationships. I don't know about you guys, but as a simple country lawyer, I've been in a relationship or 2 in my day, literally 2 in my day, and it is the little things that count. But they couldn't even do that. Could they? Forgets to get food. Forgets that they have an elderly father that can't fucking skydive onto a pontoon. Makes this little child go on the roller coaster. Look at this. That alone should be illegal. No one wanted to go on this roller coaster, Your Honor. No one. Let the record show not a single person was up for this roller coaster. I'm not a hypocrite. Sometimes some of these men have produced, to my genuine surprise, great weddings for their brides. The prank wedding, she had a sense of humor. She enjoyed it. Some stupid reason, this scuba bride loved it. That was actually a very wholesome episode, I would argue. Despite the fact that this scuba wedding is quite sinister, considering that she almost died from being stung by a jellyfish.
Stung by a jellyfish in the neck. I got airlifted to hospital. Got defibbed back to life because I nearly died. And then I was in intensive care for a few days. Lucky to be here today.
Very lucky.
Men, they put the P in PTSD. Oh no, they put the D in the PTSD. Shit, that's a better joke. And here is where I throw my hands up to the sky and wonder, what is the psychological damage of these poor women? He literally made her go through an entire obstacle. Don't smile. You don't have to smile. We can't save these women. What's done is done. But we can prevent it from happening again. You can prevent it from happening again. That's why we're here today. Now, I'd be remiss if I did not discuss the one exception to the rule. Thank God. She didn't marry him. Beer garden case, she didn't marry him. Thank God. This was the most awkward, maybe the most awkward experience I've ever gone through, and I wasn't even there. I'm going to issue a cringe warning to what you are about to see, because we did have lab rats watch it and they died. So
I was actually expecting a proper hen. I was expecting a proper dress. I was expecting like a proper wedding venue. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Imagine being a guest at this wedding. Oh, I'd love to be a guest at this wedding.
She's taking off her wedding dress in the toilet. Dude, she needs to just chill out and like come inside. There's so much more to it.
It's fit. Please talk to me. It's fit.
This is ridiculous.
Go through the next bit. Rennie's gonna make.
I don't mind going through the motions. I don't mind doing that. Just as long as I can just kind of like chat to you the first time.
Yeah, I won't even bother you. I won't bother you.
I won't bother you. I won't bother you on this, the day of our wedding.
Sophia to be your wife.
I do.
Do you, Sophia, take Craig to be your husband?
I do. It's the whispered I do's for me. It's the 2 babies with the phones for me. It's the fact that she looks very drunk for me.
Honey is a symbol of the sweetness you will find together in your married lives. Just honey.
It's the fact he's about to cry for me.
It's my greatest pleasure to pronounce that you are husband and wife.
Look at his face. Very sorry that you had to see that, but I needed you to understand. I needed you to see why we can't let this go unchecked. That's what you're stopping. You have this power. Use it. In summary, we have to kill all men. And if I had to say one final thing, it's that if you made it to this point in the video, that means that we are acquaintances. You may as well like this video to become friends, and you may as well subscribe to become best friends. My comment of the week goes to jury number 7, Tilly Wilson. You know when you do something that at the time feels slightly questionable, but like kind of okay, but then time passes and someone brings said thing up, and suddenly you realize how batshit crazy you were? That is what listening to you read this series is like. I know, Tilly. I just gotta finish it, okay? I just gotta get it done. Time has come, ladies and gentlemen, for you to make your decision. Ha. Ha. I know what I would do. Leave your verdicts below, and I'll see you next week. looks nothing like Legally Blonde's outfit.